Hey yo, it's Fresh Hip Hop Opinion with your guy Oleezeh, and today we're gonna get into XXXTentacion's life story. Before we get into it, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Alright, let's get into it. So XXXTentacion was born on January 23rd, 1998 in Florida, USA. His life was marked by a turbulent upbringing. He had a difficult childhood growing up in a troubled household. His parents separated and he was raised by his grandmother. He was a singer, rapper, songwriter, and gained popularity for his unique blend of hip-hop and emo music. But his career was marked by both musical success and controversy. Some of his notable songs include Sad and Changes. But his interest in music began at a very young age. He started rapping and recording music in his teenage years. He attended several schools but struggled with behavioral issues and was eventually expelled from some of them. He spent time in juvenile detention centers where he continued to hone his musical skills. And he had like a rap group as well, but not all of them rapped, but he kind of formed a group that was all doing music. And they got quite popular around local areas. But despite the challenges he faced during his early life, X's experiences influenced his music, which often touched on themes of depression, mental health, and personal struggles. His unique style and emotional lyrics resonated with many listeners and played a significant role in his rise to fame in the music industry, because he did really have a strong core cult following. If you see in the footage online, they really do follow the group quite a lot wherever they performed, even though most of them were small, very small venues. In terms of his discography, he released several projects during his career. Here's some of his notable works. In 2017, he came out with 17. This was his debut studio album, which included tracks like Save Me. 2018, he came out with an album which was just a question mark basically. It was his second album which featured songs like Sad, Moonlight, and Changes. After that, there was just music that came out after his death. The album was called Skins, and it had tracks like Bad and Guardian Angel. Bad Vibes Forever in 2019, which did feature quite a few artists like Lil Wayne and Rick Ross. There was a Members Only Volume 3 album as well, which came out in 2017, obviously before his death. This was a collaborative mixtape with other members of the Members Only collective. But these are some of the music he put out. But there were other pieces of work which were in mixtapes and collaborations as well. In terms of controversies, he definitely was not a stranger to that. In reference to his legal troubles, X faced various legal problems throughout his life, including charges of domestic violence, aggravated battery, and false imprisonment related to an incident involving his then pregnant girlfriend in 2016. He was also charged with witness tampering in connection to this case. Yeah, I remember when that all came out in the news. But then he was also very violent. This is how I saw him at first, how I got to know who he was always having street fights. He was always very aggressive, both on and off of social media. And this behavior often led to like a lot of conflicts with artists and fans. Don't forget when he was like calling out Drake for stealing his style as well. Later on, Drake's name would be brought up in the trial by one of the defense attorneys for one of the killers, because X once said that if he was to get killed, it would be because of Drake. Remember that. Other controversies were his allegations of homophobia. Some of his lyrics and social media posts contained homophobic slurs and comments which drew criticism and accusations of promoting hate and hate crimes. And but the primary thing, which obviously he's a music artist, was the musical controversies. That was just due to his explicit and often dark themes, including violence, depression, and suicide. Some people actually felt his music was disturbing and not creative, while others appreciated it obviously for the raw honesty. I was in between. At first I thought it was a bit dark for me. At one point you kind of like say, oh, it's his creativity, but he also looked quite disturbing in terms of his eyes. He used to shave his eyebrows as well, but you know, to each his own. But what can you say about XXXTentacion's life and career? It was very complex, and opinions about him vary widely. Some love him, some hate him. Some found him disturbing, and some found him very creative and refreshing. But unfortunately, he was killed on the 18th of June 2018 as he was robbed for $50,000 cash after he was at a motorcycle shop by 4 men. They blocked him in as he was leaving, tried to rob him for his money, refused to give up the money, and when one individual started shooting at him, and he died on the spot. But what did you think about XXXTentacion's career? It was very early when he died. He hadn't really taken off fully, but he was building a big buzz, and you could tell he was actually going to be a big star. But let me know in the comments what you think about him and his music. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. And hit the link in the description if you're interested in buying the t-shirt. This is Fresh Hip Hop Opinion. Peace and love.